Yo, what up, y'all? Salute. Salute, y'all. Salute, 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 salute. We got FTC Vice in the building already. We got New York Nikki in the building. We got my man Oliver, the big guy, up in the building. We got Hoodies Up in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man Hoodies Up, man. Go holler at my man Oliver. He crazy. He definitely gonna make your day if you're going through something. You're gonna laugh. Shout out to my man ASAP718 over there with my man Oliver. They definitely got their own thing going on over there on Brooklyn. What's good though, y'all all right? I just came to do a little quick live to give y'all a little heads up on something. I tell you I got something up my sleeve. I told y'all I was gonna start really exploring my journalism. You know what I'm saying? Getting more in depth with certain things, learning the computer a little more. But I got a special guest that's gonna be popping up. Silver Point, salute. Your Jamel Smith, I see you in the building, salute. Word up. It's like certain things I ain't gonna really talk about. My grandmother said, baby, don't let them people know what you got going good on. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do not let people know what you got going good for you and the blessings you're about to receive, because they will throw salt on it before the shit even comes. Sir Valentino, salute, gangsta. I appreciate you for always pulling up. Team Guardian, we in here. Word up. Do not be telling people what God given you. Keep that blessing to yourself. And then when it comes into light and you got it in your hand and that blessing is there, then you show it to the world. You walk around and show it to the world. And then you look people in their eyes and see the reaction when you tell them the blessings that you got. Then you'll really see if somebody fuck with you. Because if you got something that's a blessing in your life, and if somebody really fuck with you, like, say, for instance, if you get a new job, and go in the house. Your mom, I got a new job. Hey, come here, baby. I'm so proud of you. I know you're going to do. Come on over here, boy. Go out there and show them who you are. Like your grandmother and them. Baby, I'm so happy. Even your grandfather and your father. Like, that's right. A man is supposed to go get a job and get it right. Just like if you got a promotion in the building. Oh, gee, I see you in the building. We got Rutland in the building. We got the 90s down here. Shout out to everybody down there. Shout out to everybody. The big mighty quad bird. Shout out to my boy Maynard. You dig what I'm saying? If a motherfucker ain't happy for you when you get something that's good for you, they ain't for you. Look them in their eyes when you tell them you got some money. Look them like, say, for instance, you hit that number in the, everybody got the lottery now. Let them know you hit the motherfucking lottery for $500. Look them in their eyes and be like, man, I hit the motherfucking number. Look at their eyes. Look at this right here. See that? The eyebrow. Because, if somebody's happy for you, when you tell them some good news, they be like this. They're going to smile. You notice my eyebrows? When I smile, my eyebrows stay the same. But when somebody's upset with you and they frown, look at this. You can't even frown. I want everybody to try to do that. Try to frown without your eyebrows going. I'm trying to frown without my eyebrow. Every time I go, pay attention to the eyebrows and the eyes. Yo, Darius, I see you in the building, gangster. Salute. Jamel said, that's a fact. That's a fact. Motherfuckers ain't happy for you when you succeed or come up. Get away from them people. But how y'all doing today? I usually don't go live like this. Remember, I used to go live back in the days. I used to do 3 times a day to try to build up my rapport and get some people to understand who I am. Yo, Yak, what up, baby? We got Yak in the building, y'all. If y'all not subscribed, go over to my man Yak, man. Chicago's finest, baby. And get some of that love and get some of that game. Get some of that reality. Like I said, y'all need me on YouTube. Y'all need Yak on YouTube. Y'all need Hoodies Up on YouTube. Oliver, he be bugging out. See, a lot of y'all don't even know. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to expose nothing. But Oliver is a comedian, a good dude, a great man, loves his family, loves his wife. You can tell a person who they are in character and how their heart is by the situations that they embark on. My man Oliver is married to a beautiful woman that is hearing impaired, and he still married her. Just think about the role and the responsibility and the devotion that you have to somebody. Pay attention to the word. Just understand the devotion that you have to somebody just to embark on a relationship with somebody that's hearing impaired. Just to embark on a relationship with somebody that may be in a wheelchair for the rest of their life. just to embark on a relationship with somebody that unfortunately might not be able to see. Are you strong enough and a good enough person to accept that person for that and love them like you would love them as they had no things, no abnormalities? Yo, Ron Boggs, you already know, my brother from another mother. See, certain things you got to pay attention to what people do and how they live to really see who they are, or as they say. To see who they are as they say, because some of the people that didn't really know me or don't really know me, they wonder, yo, Dice really like that? Is Dice really peaceful? Is Dice really into God? He talks about God, but Dice done had a couple of moments on YouTube. I love God more than I love everybody that's watching me right now. I love God more than I love my son. I love God more than I love my mother. You did? So if that ain't enough for you to understand what's going on, something must be wrong with you, man. Do you know what I say all the time? Matter of fact, if you don't know what I say all the time, I'm going to tell you what I say all the time, because I'm going to put it up on the banner. And I always say this: another day alive, another day free. I want everybody in the chat to finish that. Another day alive, another day free. What's the ending of that, y'all? I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. Another day alive, another day free, y'all. That's the first two that y'all should pay attention to, what I said. First of all, another day alive. I thank you so much, God, for waking me up today. I thank you for waking up everybody that's watching. I thank you for waking up their families. Matter of fact, I'm going to start doing shows on Sunday. I used to be up here going live on Sunday for the juke joint. Now I'm going to start going live in the morning, and we're going to start talking about God. And everybody that pull up, we're going to start it off with a prayer. That's what God told me to do. Sunday, we ain't going to be jiving. We ain't going to be joking. We ain't going to be disrespecting. We're going to come together early Sunday morning for the cats that don't want to go to church, for the cats that don't want to sit up in the mosque, and we're going to come together as one, and we're going to create our own church right here on the Big Dice Chronicles, and let's stand on it. Let's see if I can get 150, 200 people, 300 people, 1,000 people in the building when we talking about God on Sunday. Word up. I see it being dropped in the, I see y'all. I see it, yeah. I see it, FTC. It's a fact. And see, that's the part with some people on YouTube they don't understand about me. I'm trying to work on my cursing, y'all. Excuse me. It doesn't really concern me what somebody think about me, man. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? I'm not you. Nobody that's watching, I'm not you. I have my own name. You have your own name. You have a different DNA. I have a different DNA. I have my own way of thinking. You have your own way of thinking. That does not make me better than you. That does not make me lesser than you. That does not make you better than me. That does not make you lesser than me. Think about that, Ron. It's a bunch of niggas like won't want to be anyone other than yourself. Yo, Ron, check this out. Unfortunately, that's just like our children today. Our kids that's coming up 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, doing this drill music and killing, that's not our children. That's what they trying to be. That's what they emulating, because they got our kids so fucked up. They have to be strong wherever they go around in the street. Some kids are aggressive. Some kids are not aggressive. Let's fucking go. Yo, get them likes up. I ain't forget about you, CB. Let's fucking go. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, Chill Will, I see you in the building. Shout out to my man Tube Chronicles, y'all. That video y'all see me do first. My man been working with me behind the scenes, and he been doing this thing, and I got to give him his flowers. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. Like I said, each one teach one, man. All we got is us, man. All we got is us, man. And that's why I switched up, like, with my intro and stuff like that. I really just wanted to do something that represented me. You notice I started out with that Rottweiler? Because that's the ferocity inside of my heart. You notice I started going through the tunnel? A lot of people fucked up. Just follow me. Walk towards the light. Stop staying in that dark place y'all got, man. You notice I put up the Arabic symbols? That's to all the gods and the earths. You notice I put New York City, the highlights and the schemes and all that? The train, that's NYC. That's where I'm from. You notice I was the first one when I first started my channel when I said, does UFOs exist? You notice I got the earth with the UFOs coming through. Right after that, you notice I got to come in all type of ways. Get them likes up, y'all. Subscribe. And at the end, I say thank you. And like you said, FTC Vice, I see you noticed that. Let me tell you something. You notice why? Because we play 9-ball down here in the South. I play 8-ball too, but we play 9-ball in the South. And you know, when you play 9-ball, that 9-ball, your FTC, the game is over. I'm about to fuck this shit up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how nobody feel. All the podcasters catch up. Green Eyes, I see you in the building. All the podcasters catch up. I'm like 743 right now. 743 solid, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like 257 away from that band. I told y'all this from day one when I started. I don't want no, I'm not giving, for monetization. Yeah, of course, everybody wants some change. Yes, I do want YouTube to pay me for my time, my literature, my thought, my inputs, my feelings, my views. But I don't want no fake shit around me, yo. See, that's what I keep trying. I don't want no fake shit. I'd rather do this shit one by one with one real person. Because if you real or you righteous, that means you got usually something righteous and real around you to tell another real or righteous person. That person has the same thing. They got to have at least one or two righteous people around them that I want them to communicate what's going on over here to them. And so forth and so forth. And then we get to what we getting to, you dig? G-Dop Gwen, I see you in the building. We got Bushwick in the building, y'all. Word up. That's what we doing, man. We gonna get each other right. I got fucked up ways. I got fucked up ways. Help me. To the gangsters in here, if you really gangsters, man, get in these chats. Pull up on these screens when I drop the link. Let's talk. Let's build like we did last night. Shout out to Innovate. Battle rapper from over there, Danny Lux. Shout out to the guard Yak. He in the building right now. Shout out to Green Eyes. He in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to start doing. We got to start building and correcting our mistakes. It's all right to make a mistake, y'all. Harry Wins, I see you in the building. Gen Pop is in the building, y'all. It's all right to make a mistake. I make them every day. Walk with me. Y'all see me make mistakes on YouTube. Walk with me, y'all. Don't push me down. Help me up. Don't keep me on the floor. If you see your boy fucking up, hit me up. The DM is the Big Dice Chronicles. Hit me up and be like, yo, Dice, you fucking up. Shout out to my man AB1. Shout out to the God AB. Ain't nothing wrong with telling me when I'm fucking up. Because I'm going to tell you if you fucking up in front of me. Ain't that what we supposed to do? Ron Boog said, yo, mistakes can be corrected. That's a fact. And what Ron Boog said is, I agree, intentional and mistakes is two different things. If somebody intentionally does something to me, I'm going to always watch you. I'm going to always watch you. If you make a mistake, talk, man. First of all, you know when somebody made a mistake. You know somebody dropped, oh, my fault. Sky Swipe for life. Motherfuckers know when people make mistakes. You just ignore the motherfucking red flags. I got a YouTube podcast content creator that's on YouTube. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to let you know it is a man. I heard from him earlier. I think he's off tonight because he usually works at nights, but I'm going to get him up on here. I'm going to put it up so y'all going to see when he gives me the confirmation on the time where he can get up here and have some time to really tell people who he is and his story and what made him just leave everything that he was doing along in the street and come over to YouTube and try to help. Like I say, each one teach one. Then I'm going to podcast. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put the thumbnail up. And I hope as many as attendants can be in attendance and tell a friend. This is the only way we all can win, if we help each other. I'm tired of seeing us destroy each other. I'm saying this to anybody on YouTube. I don't even really know too many niggas, but the niggas that don't know me and be wanting to have my name in your mouth, let's shoot a fair one and get it over with. How about let's do that for YouTube? How about we meet up, somebody put it on the stream, y'all, we shoot a fair one, win or lose. After that, we get some good reefer, bottle that cognac, whatever you drink, and sit up and talk. We talk about what made us get to the point where we wanted to fight or had to fight each other. We resolve that, and then let's get to the point of how to correct a bunch of other situations, because we corrected 2 situations amongst kings. That's the way I look at it. You need a group of delegates, male and female, to sit at the table and help each other with problems and put rules into effect for us and our kind. Barlow, I see you in the building. Salute, my brother. Yeah, that's what we got to do. We let legislation and politics and government govern us, but they don't go through any of the struggles we went through. The politics and the governs that they're making are for the people that they live with. How about we start getting some of the people from the neighborhood that went through their times and their struggles and came to who they understand, who they be, and get with some great people financially and politically corrected, and sit down and talk at the table about the problems that's going on in these neighborhoods and these communities and everything. And then let's try to focus on problems, number one, that we can correct. The first problem we need to work on is employment. The first problem we need to work on is employment. Shout out to the people in Queens that did the remodeling, the renovation in Queens. They started a program for convicted felons. They have a program now, if y'all don't know about, for convicted felons. Sanitation is hiring convicted felons. That's the first problem, employment, money. That's the first problem. That's the first problem. Because just imagine this, y'all. Close your eyes and think about this. Everybody on your block is a millionaire. So obviously you won't be arguing over no money. Everybody has the exact same amount of money for the rest of their life. So check this out. That eliminates one thing: poverty, hunger, starvation. See, when you get the money out the problem, then we get to really focus on the problems between human beings. What is it I did that upset you so much that it bothered you to the fact that you might have wanted to argue? It bothered you to the fact that you might have wanted to fight. Let's get to that. Shout out to Zip with the Grip. Let's get to that. Let's get to sitting down talking amongst elders, people that have been in situations, relationships, marriages, triumphs, falls in the street. Let's get the information from the elders that are still holding it down, and let's get them comfortable enough where they can start talking to us to give us the jewels to succeed and survive like they do. All that good jewels, all them good energies that they give us, we're going to have to start passing that on to our brothers and sisters around us. We're going to have to start passing them jewels, them ways of life, and how to live to our children. It's a fact. We got to get right, y'all. I'm telling y'all niggas need me, man. I ain't arrogant. This is what God told me. Y'all niggas need me. Yo, it's a lot of yo, can I talk to y'all for a second? Can you give me a second to just get something off my chest? Can I just get something off my chest? I want a lot of the people that really lives consist on YouTube, please get out and live your life. Get some oxygen. If you're so interested in seeing something, get in your car, get in the train, go see some of your family members you haven't seen in years. I promise you, if you start going to see people, friends and family that you haven't seen in a long time, that you've just communicated with over the phone and through Texas for years, if you go sit in front of them, I promise you, the things that y'all are going to talk about, the way y'all going to prepare for each other to greet each other is going to be more interesting than television and YouTube. Think about that. Don't y'all got that friend that know how to make that pound cake, or know how to make that lasagna, or know how to make them turkey wings, or know how to make them oxtails? Don't you know how to make that chocolate cake, that red velvet cake? Like my man Trouble Wife, that coquito? Why we can't take our talents and our specialties that we have amongst ourselves and bring them to each other and just talk and enjoy each other? How you been? How your kids doing? Oh, your kids going through that? Oh, you going through this? Let's try to solve these problems amongst each other. Instead of sitting up holding all this resentment, because you know the problem with some black people? We so goddamn stubborn, we don't want no help. You see, we don't even want to go to a therapist. We don't even want to go to a psychiatrist. We try to keep all that shit inside. Don't you understand? If the shit has been affecting you and bothering you for years, you need some help with correcting it. Stone C, I see you in the building. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is knowing you need help with something and ignoring it. It's just like if you're driving your car, y'all, and you get a flat tire. Don't you know you got to change that tire and put on a spare? You can't continue to drive the car like there's nothing wrong with the flat tire, because eventually the tire is going to rub out and bust and split, and then you're going to be on the rim that was holding the tire that had a blowout or a slow leak. See, there's things that people fail to do. If you got a car and your battery go dead, don't you go to the store to get a brand new battery? Don't you go to O'Reilly's? Don't you go to Walmart? Don't y'all go get a battery? Because if you don't get a battery, your car is not going to work. It's the same thing with your mind. It's the same thing for your mind. Same thing for your mind. Unfortunately, sometimes we have people that come in and try to disrupt what we be talking about. So, you know, I don't even talk about it no more. Just poof. Vamoose, if you come over here with anything crazy in the chat, I'm not even going to acknowledge you in the chat. It's just poof. Vamoose. I have the power over here. We will not tolerate no trolling, no disrespecting, and nothing that's going to defer us from a conversation. Back to what I was saying, like FTC, exactly what he's saying. Knowing there is a problem is the first part. Knowing there's a problem is the first part. The second part is accepting that you have to do something to correct the problem. And I'm speaking for black people. For the people that's in here, 26 people in the building, is it just me or do you have a problem with pride? Is it just me? Is it just me? Or do you have a problem with pride? Hold on, y'all. We got a guest in the building.
Big Dice. What's the word,
Tell me something good, Hollywood. We hold something light for the girls get it. I lost it all last night in the dice game, baby.
Copy.
I had to borrow gas to get home. I had to borrow $5 in gas to get home, baby.
Say that.
Talk to me, baby. How you feeling? What's good?
Yeah, that was a powerful bill, family. That's exactly what we need to do. We need to get to the economics, man. We need to start controlling what goes on in our community. We have to do the unconventional and be able to speak without having negativity and everybody gravitate towards it. We need to talk about bread. We have a purchasing power, blacks, browns, and others. I'm not even including, well, I don't like to exclude people, but let's just include everybody. That's like right. I was telling you, we have a purchasing power of $20 trillion. Let it sink in. Remember when I was telling you, all we need is a million people. And we could, everybody put in $365. We could fight against what's going on around us, bro.
Half salute. I see you in the building.
$1 a day is not gonna make or break anybody, B. You know what I mean?
$365.
Don't look at the messenger. Listen to the message, B.
Facts.
Don't worry about me. I'm just a regular dude. I dropped out of high school. Typical neighborhood stuff.
Same thing.
I didn't do nothing spectacular. You know what I mean? That anybody else didn't do in our communities. You know what I mean? But when we spend money with people that don't look like we do, it has a direct attack on our economy. That's why we still killing each other. You right. You are 1,000% right, family. 1,000% right.
You said something too that was right too, because what you said is, as adults, we got to understand that we have problems that other people are not going to be able to relate to, but they're going to understand. So instead of us being agitated and just confronting each other going, yo, you shouldn't feel like that, we just got to sit back and get to the point of what made you feel like that.
Yeah.
Instead of just attacking it, because we got our own demons.
Yeah, we do, B. We do. My father's battling mental health right now as we speak.
And I talk about that. That's very, very serious. Mental health in the communities.
We are angry people, man. Whenever you out and whenever you out and about and you running around, just look in the faces, man. Look at your people. Look at them. We hate each other. It's long overdue, man. We need to communicate. Like you said, we gotta battle these issues, B. Money, I don't think it'll solve everything, but it's a start. You make better decisions when you have bread.
When you're financially stable.
Yeah. When we was out there doing whatever we was doing, you stick up kid, whatever you was doing, you didn't make the right decision because you was broke.
That's right.
You was broke.
That's right. Chill Will said, no disrespect to anyone, but we need to stop focusing on bread. We need to focus on mental well-being. Everybody isn't going to be billionaires. We need to focus on dancing, love, cooking, love. You're 100% right, Chill Will. I was just giving it from an aspect of saying that's one of the main problems I've seen in my neighborhood. And I was just giving like just a vision. Like, think about it. It's enough money for everybody to have $1 million startup in this world. So that would eliminate one of the many problems, like I said, that's in our communities, overlooking the mental health, the horrific things we grew up with, the sexual abuse, the drugs, the prostitution, the murder, the things that are going to be captivated and locked in our minds for the rest of our life. But I'm just thinking about this. Besides the fact, you notice a lot of them murders started from, well, he getting more money than me. Or he on the block doing something that I should be doing. But we were all friends and spending the night at each other's homes for overnight slumber parties. But when it came to the cars, the crack epidemic, we was fucked up. Come on, man. We was fucked up, man. And then just think about this notion to come outside where you can get a product and make $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000
Right.
a day.
But at the same time, you're beating up your community though. But we didn't understand that back then though, you know, but now we do. But we still got dudes out there scrambling, man. I'm talking about serving hardware. I mean,
and don't care. We got Clarice in the building. Clarice, what up, girl?
It's puzzling, B.
That's right.
They don't even have enough sense to realize that at a regular job, you making more. I mean, I don't know dudes' financial situations, but for the most part, dudes ain't really making money off krills no more like how we was back in the days, B.
And that's a fact. It's you know what it is? This is what I noticed. I just had this conversation with my cousin about a month ago. Dudes is still making the money. It's the dudes that's on the block that ain't getting no bread. If you understand what I'm saying. The big cartels, they're still getting them loads dumped. And
yeah. No question.
The bosses in the street that's buying them birds by abundance, they still buying them birds by abundance. And it's just not moving at the race and the pace it was when we was coming up, because fortunately, inshallah, a lot of us now have killed that addiction with crack. A lot of our family members that was getting high now, they're working people now. Yo, I got a lot of family members that just smoke a little bud. Matter of fact, I got family members now to be like, don't bring no drugs around me.
Right.
I'm going to church. You know, see, that's the part that I look at. They understood. See, they killed us both ways. In the 80s in Brooklyn, you know what it was. One building is good, two building is good, the next building is abandoned. This building is half abandoned. They taking electricity from the light pole. Then they put this money in the neighborhood. Then you start seeing the Benzes, the gold chains. You know what I'm saying? The women with the earrings, the 5411s, the travel foxes, the Adidas, the rims. And then, like my man said, God bless the dead, $500,000. When your stomach is hungry, bro, your stomach is the toughest gangster in the world. It don't care about none of that shit. When that stomach get to growling, when you can't go to sleep, see, you can ignore it for a day or two with a little snack. You know, like we can go in the corner store and get bag of potato chips, $2 here. No, when your stomach want to eat and you can't feed that stomach, that automatically, in my personal experience, put a description in my mind and in my heart to be a savage. I'm not talking about when I was coming up with my family and being baby. I'm talking about when I told myself I'm going to no longer ask my family for assistance and I'm going to survive and scramble the way I'm going to scramble. So they talk about the highs, they don't talk about the lows.
Yeah.
The times when I was dead. Yo, you ever been homeless but didn't have to be homeless?
Yeah.
I done slept in hotels. I done wasted money in hotels over the fact of going home to my family in a beautiful 3-family home just to hear that conversation about, I told you them streets ain't for you. You know, sometimes you'd rather just waste money instead of just going home. I was never homeless because of circumstance. It was times where I could say I was homeless because I entrusted in a woman or entrusted in some shit that I ain't really was supposed to entrust in, and it blew up. So instead of me going back to the crib going, Mom, you was right. Your grandma, your pop, you was right. I'm going to thug it out in the motherfucking street. So my story a little different. I hope people didn't have to go through that. Because to be homeless and you don't have to be homeless, that shit is different, man. Because that's an emotional war you're going through with yourself. I'm telling myself, yo, you out here wasting this money, $90 a night, $125 a night. You dig what I'm saying? You can go home. I'm telling myself, nah, I ain't going home. I'm not going to let them see that they was right. Because when you're a kid, you think you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know? And then it gets to the fact that you're not thinking about that stash that you're going through. Because if you're not really comfortable where you sleep, you're not going to be comfortable in the street. That's a simple fact. I ain't never heard of a nigga happy getting no money on the run or didn't have no place to go home to call his own. And the stuff that it became coming in my mind is my mother working 3 jobs. My pop's getting high. My grandfather passing away. My grandmother needing us to help her get up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
That's what really pushed me. You know?
I had both my parents was addicted to drugs, and my mom's my little brother's father, he was on, he was doing his 1-2s and all that, so.
Cuba the Bronx, I see you in the building, gangster. Salute for pulling up. I see you here. Hit that like button on the way in, or it's going to be a problem for everybody.
Say that, man. Yeah, man.
And the link is dropped if anybody want to pull up, man. Get on this bill, man, because we got to help each other, man, like I told y'all. And for everybody, and I say this again, I ain't going to really say it too much. I'm going to say it a couple of more times, but for the ignorance that I feed into sometimes, I want y'all to forgive me. Shout out to my man Half, man. Shout out to New York Nicky. Shout out to FTC Vice, man. Shout out to Sir Valentino, man. Shout out to Louis V, man, the people that was coming over here for peace. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we going to keep it. We going to get back to this journalism and trying to help each other like I said we going to do up here.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, man.
We got the Nile River in the building. Bentley, I see you in the building, gangster. We got the Nile River in the building, y'all. Shout out to Wax AP, man. Word up.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do. And instead of getting up here with this buffoonery, on this channel right here, we gonna get into this work. And anybody that come here, I just hope you come here with the desire in your heart to better yourself and everything around you. Word up. I'm here to learn too.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get back to being civilized, man. It's been long overdue. Well, I was just telling this white dude the other day. I was like, we were maneuvered into the criminal lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's just like you said, when your stomach is hurting, bro, you're not gonna be able to think, right? There's no way.
No way.
There's no way, fam. You're gonna be like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then God forbid if you just running around, you just trying to fit in. Oh man, you really in trouble. You know?
Yak, pull up, Yak. You know you in the building, Yak. You home, baby.
Pull up, B. Pull up. Let's build, man. Let's build, B.
This grown folk stuff we talking about up here, man. To the women that want to pull up. To the women, if there's any women in the building that want to pull up.
Yeah, this would be the new thing. Positive.
Man, I'm doing that again.
The negative and go to positive, man. Because
you know, doing,
when you talk about drama, B, you have a million dudes in the chat. They saying this, they saying that. When you talk positive, dudes really shy away from that, and it's puzzling, man. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Let's get this bag straight first, and then we can go to the drama, so we can get paid for it. We're not getting paid for that stuff, man. I refuse to let anybody.
When you really get in the bag, you want to enjoy your life.
Say that,
you enjoy your children. If you want to enjoy your spouses, you want to enjoy your woman, you want to enjoy your man.
Life, man. Just life in general.
And just live, man. You don't want to be beefing and running around looking behind your motherfucking back. That's why I think YouTube really, in my opinion, YouTube, y'all need me. I ain't heard. Shout out to Saladin, Jamal Saladin. Shout out to Jamal Saladin. That dude is talking some real shit. And shout out to Jai Ace too, man. Word up, Jai Ace. He's actually in the street working in the community with kids. So that's why Jai Ace don't be having an opportunity to come up and really broadcast and go live. But go subscribe to Jai Ace and watch all of his shows, man. He got some great interviews up there. He's dropping nothing but knowledge. He don't advocate no violence whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, instead of we've been fighting each other for so long, you will figure that we'll figure out a way how to get some money out of it. Now we got to start challenging each other mentally. Instead of fist fighting, let's have a spelling contest. Let's have a reading comprehension test. Let's do a mathematics test.
You just said something right there. Unfortunately, a lot of us, and you just said this, back in the days when we was in school, in public school, y'all, it was called a reading comprehension. A lot of y'all can read, but you can't comprehend, respectfully.
You got to be able to comprehend, man. That's the most important part.
There's no dumb question. If you don't know how to do something, ask somebody.
I tell my kids that all the time, yo. It ain't no such thing as a dumb question, man.
Word up.
Such thing. Because that same question that you asked, somebody, 3-4 other students wanted to ask, but they just was too proud, you know?
Because if I tell you the sky is blue, my grandmother said, baby, if I tell you the sky is blue, and if you don't know what the sky is or what the color blue is, you fucked up.
True story.
Yo, Cuba, let me see your face, baby.
Pull up, man. Let's go. Let's build, baby.
He that's him. Yo, Cuba, what up, baby? Talk to me, baby.
Salute, man.
BX all day, you heard?
BX all the way. Stand up, man.
Say
Appreciate
that.
y'all, brothers, man. This is a good comment. I mean, I wanted to something real quick. A lot of things that in the comment that I said, we talk without words. We communicate with guns more. We need to stop that. That's number one. People are so their ego, they're so high that they can't say, "I'm sorry, my brother," or "It was my bad, my brother," because
True
everybody
story.
wants to be a tough guy. Everybody wants to become a gangster. You know, I'm 50 years old. I've been there. I don't have to go to jail to prove myself.
Stay that.
You know? I'm a businessman. I'm a family man. All that
And he nice
street
with the
shit
computer,
ain't
y'all.
paying
He's
nothing.
nice with the computer.
That goddamn street ain't paying nothing. All these brothers out here arguing for what?
Right.
You got so much money to give out here. Everybody want to talk about this person. Everybody want to know about their criminal record, their hospital record. This shit is crazy. I call this WWE now. Half this
Say
shit
the
is
word.
so fake.
Word.
Right.
You know, it's crazy out here.
Exactly.
That's right.
And they don't realize the
Apparently.
real gangsters are the ones that make the rules in our communities. It ain't like you running around with the hammer out. You
I
running
said
with
that.
it tough. You running with it tough.
Them
The
OGs
Jakes,
tell you how to move, man.
the Jakes got it right here, B.
That's
They
right.
not faking no jacks, you heard? They on it. You
And it's
running
like
around with
nobody
it
want to be
tough.
themselves no
Come
more.
on, B.
It's like nobody want to be themselves no more. Yo, I
Nah.
swear to God, you want to hear this shit? This is the part that made me laugh. Yo, Cuba, for some reason, a lot of the men on YouTube and a lot of the people on YouTube think that makes you soft if you cry. Shout out to my man, Ron Books. He said, I will take the tears over the years. That shit will stay with me to the rest of my life.
True
Some
story.
people, if you see a tear coming out their eye, leave them alone and let them calm down before somebody get hurt, man.
Yeah, give them a moment, you know?
Because you don't know what's in somebody's mind when they, especially with me. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. It'd be all, if you see tears coming out my eyes, it's a bunch of shit running through my mind, a bunch of disappointment and anger. And I've been learning to deal with my shit differently because I've been trying to think now, y'all. I've been really trying to think. I wasn't no think. Well, I was always a thinker. This is my problem. I think too much, but I was a wicked thinker back in the days. You dig what I'm saying? I planned medieval shit in my mind, and that shit is so wrong, man. That shit is a spirit that I never hope I ever possessed again, man. For real. And that's just a fact. Word up. What y'all think? What y'all think the solution is? How we gonna get this shit right, man? Fuck YouTube.
Trying to tell you, man.
Like, how we gonna get this shit right, man?
$1 a day, man. I'm trying to tell you. It ain't gonna solve everything, but it's a start, you know? We gotta start somewhere. And that's why even if you don't even have to do a dollar, you could do a quarter, and that's what, 75 million. If you could do what, 50 cents, that's 187 million. 50 cents. That's a pack of gum, B.
Word up.
50 cents.
You can't even get a pack of gum for $1. Down here, that shit is like 93 cents plus tax for the juicy fruit and all that shit at the store, man.
Right.
Like that back that shit don't say 25 cents down here. I don't know what y'all got going on.
Right.
South is different, man. They done take 25 cents off the stickers, man. $1 a day, that ain't no money, man. That ain't no money.
It ain't. But if dudes want to get petty, we could just do a quarter. Like I said, that's still 80 something million. With 1 million people, man, it's like $65, I think, something like this, somewhere around it. It's not no major money, man. And what we could do is this we can provide jobs. We can get some of these resources to struggling communities, you know, like, but we can only cater to the people that are doing something. You don't want to cripple anybody because that's what the welfare system is doing. I've seen chicks actually quit jobs because they didn't want to lose their food stamps, B.
Facts.
That was mind-boggling.
Because down here in the South, they got this program where, like with nursing, if you're in nursing, they will give you, if you have a child, they will give you homing, but you have to go to nursing school to get that certificate. It's like you got to do like 5 hours or 6 hours twice a year. If you miss that, you're automatically kicked out of your apartment. And it's girls down here to be like, well, I gotta go get my certificate. I'm gonna lose my house. Like this is really the crazy way they manipulate our minds. How y'all feel about that Donald Trump shit? Y'all think he going to jail? I say no.
Nah, he's not going to jail. He's not. I don't like him, but he's not going to jail.
Yeah, I don't like him
He's
either.
about to win the next presidency.
Nah.
I'll say that right now on a big.
That's a strong possibility.
That's going to be our next.
And I'm gonna disagree with that one, so we'll find out.
Okay.
But the next,
I believe that what they doing now is trying to shut Donald Trump down for that money. They want that bread. They want that real bread he got. I'm talking about that Russian money. That nigga been connected to the Russians for years, man. Since he was on Atlantic City with Trump Towers. See, this is what people fail to realize when he was doing that show with everybody with Amber Rose and Joe. This nigga been a gangster for years, man. They want that money, man.
Yeah.
They want that money.
With him saying about the Central 5.
Okay, yeah.
Case, do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
that. Something about that. Enlighten me.
They I don't want to say the all word, but in Central Park, the 5, they made a movie about it and stuff like that.
I know who that is. I know who that is.
Okay, so Donald Trump said that he wanted the death penalty on them, making them as guilty already. I mean, he done said so many things. Man, any government officials that break the crime, they should go to jail. I'm sorry.
Right.
Because me as a business owner, and if I would have done the same thing he would have done,
you would have got
I would
fried.
have locked up long time ago.
No question.
Long time ago. So why is it okay for him to do that? No, he's the best president. Oh no, he gave us check. No,
you gotta understand that name. That name brings power, man. His family been around for 3 centuries. It ain't like he just popped up with that. That name is it's a stamp, man.
And his wife Ivanka, her family really, really stamped in Russia. That's 2 families that came together. That marriage wasn't about love. That marriage was about political connections.
Yeah.
And trying to take over the world, man.
No question.
You know Donald Trump's father's history, right?
Nah, like
with him getting caught in all them rallies for the KKK.
Oh wow, see that?
See, I never known that.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta build. Hey, yo, I gotta go do this order, B. But I'm gonna be in the chat though. You heard? Yo, I love y'all, brothers, man.
Peace.
I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe, B. We gotta do this more often, and to get our people to a better understanding about economics, man. You know, and peace. We gotta get peaceful. We gotta get back to being civilized, man.
That's a fact.
Yo, salute.
Salute.
FTC said the Central Park 5 is that shit is a beyond sad story, man. That shit is a beyond sad story, man. Them was babies, man.
The department just destroyed their life. It was all in the department, the detectives.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, they never went to court. You know, they did all they can to try to make sure them kids went to jail.
That's right. That's right. And that's sad because them is babies. Well, I just pulled up y'all to let y'all know I got a real guest that's about to pull up on the show. I don't know if we're going to do it tonight or we're going to set it up to do it for the weekend, but I just want y'all to stay in tune and keep my post up and everything like that. I'm going live tonight, y'all. Y'all know I'm going live later on, but it was just I got a phone call earlier. I texted from somebody and they was like, they ready to come here and tell their story, and I'm going to shock the world with this one. But anything you want to tell them before we get up out of here, baby?
Just don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and tell a person.
And everybody go subscribe to Wax AP, man, in the Black Nile River, man. They out here, man. They trying to get it together, man. Let's get into this work, y'all. Salute.